Green flag set to fly, and we're underway. Bob down into the corner. Justin Grant's going to rip around the outside into the number 1 spot. Meanwhile, back behind, keep your eye on Ballou and Leary. Those two cars look plenty feisty, as does Mitchell Moles in the 19 AZ. But lap number 1 goes to Justin Grant. Grant flying down into turn number 1. Carson Garrett holding down that second spot. Back behind, here comes Jake Swanson into turn number 3. Jake Swanson about to be challenged by C.J. Leary for third before it's all said and done. Carson Garrett is reeled in just to Grant. Now back by about 2 or 3 car lengths through the apex of turn number 1 and 2. Swanson down on the inside, the 21 AZ. And C.J. Leary, all close battles between those top 4 cars. As Grant hustles into the corner, here comes Carson Garrett down on the inside. Looky-loo at your race lead. Not going to happen that time, but definitely showed the nose to the number 4 cars. Now Grant goes down low, working at lap traffic. Shane Cottle to the outside. Cottle does not want to go lap down to your race leaders. Hustles down into turn number 1. That puts Grant on the high side. Garrett another look down low for the number 15 car. Justin Grant off the banking, down into the bottom, going to throw a slide job on Cottle, see if he can seal that deal. 3 wide, Garrett slips out across, can't quite clear the 2E, and Chase Stockton slow on the front straightaway brings out the caution flag. Bring her back to the green flag, and we're back underway. Down to the inside for Grant, protects on the slide job, out around the outside goes C.J. Leary. He'll pick off Kevin Thomas Jr. into the number 4 spot. C.J.'s got her throttled up, down on the inside. Moves up behind Jake Swanson, the 21 AZ cars. We race them through for lap number 17. Again, KTJ down on the inside. Good speed coming out of the 15X car right up to the back bumper. Just needs to find out what to do with it to get himself around the 21 AZ. I believe he's got a tick quicker car. Now sets his sights on running down the number 12 car just a little further ahead. And it looks like the 69 may be the lone car on the move just now, as it is a blistering fast pace off the wall. Caution coming out for Carson Garrett. Slipped a little high down into turn number 3 and climbed the wall as he got out in the fluff. Right back to the top shelf goes C.J. Leary. Here comes the run. He's got it. Down the back straightaway. Into second. Watch first. Big slide job into 3 and 4. C.J. was waiting on that. Watch him go. Out of turn number 4. Here comes Grant right back down to the inside. Trying to get that top spot back away. Good luck. But C.J. says, see ya, goodbye. 15X locked and loaded. Out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Looking back further behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bacon still running 7th on the field for the 69 car. Not able to capitalize and pick up a spot on a restart, although he's going to work on Ballou down the back straightaway. Oh, CJ hops the cushion and into the wall. Oh, my. Red coming out. He did a little barrel roll coming down off the high side. That thing was stupid fast. Unfortunately for Cummins, he gives up a spot to the Macho Man. Bacon advances now into 5th on the field for the number 69 car. Hang on to it. Ballou's over. Robert Ballou biked up, floated for a moment, and that thing took a bite on the right-hand side, and Ballou's up and out of the race car. Here goes Bacon to the outside. Rip the lip onto the back straightaway. Little Pete Garrett, the number 2 spot for the number 42 car. Couldn't quite get around Swanson, but occupies his attention enough to allow Grant to get out ahead. And to the white flag he goes. One more trip down into turn number 1 and 2. He's got to hang on to it for a couple more quarters. So he heads out of 2 and down the back straightaway. Watching Bacon getting around for a podium spot on KTJ up front. It's going to be Justin Grant picking up his 2nd win of the week. And for the 2nd time in the NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week, presented by Honest Abe Roofing, Justin Grant visited victory lane. We'll send it down with Christy.
Well, that NOS Energy Drink cracked open the way that this race unfolded. Unpredictable and kind of all over the place. Justin Grant going to pick up night number 3 of NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week presented by Honest Abe Roofing. It's his 2nd win out of 3 on this Indiana Sprint Week, which is an impressive feat in and of itself, but it is his 3rd Indiana Sprint Week right here on the high banks of the Lawrenceburg Speedway. Justin picked up his first career AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car win during this very race many moons ago, long before he was an AMSOIL National Sprint Car champion. And he's able to repeat tonight. He picks up his 8th career Indiana Sprint Week win. And that was a long one. He earned it. Certainly not an easy trail to tread, not in front, not in back, and not on all those restarts. It was a trying race all the way through, but Justin, after you saw what could happen on those restarts if you didn't protect, how did you have to change your method to make sure it didn't happen again?
Yeah, I was kind of sliding myself, and I felt like I was making pretty good speed there, sliding myself, and then CJ slid me, and I felt like I really kind of messed up because I felt like we had the better car there. Like I was coming back to him. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for him, he got into that hole. But I think really our NOS Energy Drink MPV Express Top Motorsports number 4 was just, I was so stuck below the thick stuff down there that I could run below that chop, and then I was really stable at the other end. I just had a really good NOS Energy Drink number 4 tonight, and yeah, it was a long one. So many restarts, and Lawrenceburg with the big long slick front straightaway, it's hard not to get slid into one, and so you want to slide yourself, but then there it gets to where you almost have to decide, okay, which end do I want to get slid on? You know, like I know I can get slid in 1 and 2 and get back to them in 3 and 4, and messed it up once. We got a break, but just got to thank Kevin Birchmeyer, Jeff Walker, Jerry, Nick, Lauren Albano, Mike, everybody that makes it possible for me to drive this 4 car. My wife Ashley, she's out there slinging t-shirts and keeping my head up, and thanks everybody for coming, and had a great time. It
was absolutely a tricky racetrack out there, and we saw so many people who were not fortunate enough to make it through. What was the trick to avoiding some of those things?
Yeah, I think I had a really good race car, so I didn't really have to depend on the cushion into 3. I was already making grip, and so I wasn't like sliding into all those. It wasn't really rough. It just got close to the wall and got kind of ledged up, but I just wasn't sliding into that. So I felt like I was able to make some grip below it, and then I could dictate where I landed.
Justin Grant, 2 times a winner during this NOS Energy Drink Indiana Sprint Week presented by Honest Abe Roofing. He picks up night number 3 here at Lawrenceburg Speedway.